Yeah, guys, we will continue. So, guys, so far, just tell me where you guys have doubt because things are a bit complex. You guys have a bit revised it. Can you guys let me know these 4 points? You guys have any doubt? Feel free to ask because if you guys will ask, then only I will be able to answer if you guys have any doubt. But sharing model is important, and this is how it follows: profile, permission set, then it goes to OWD. Okay, OWD. Then it comes to sharing rule, then it goes to manual share. Okay. Now, if I go to the arc label, so you guys have seen this, okay, how to update the OWD. And with this, the particular object records will be easily accessible based on that. If it is public read, everybody can see each other's record. The same way, the view all works. The same way, public read works. Modify all, same way, public read write works. Okay. Now comes the sharing rule. Sharing rule help you to share a record based on condition, okay, that is based on criteria or based on owner. Okay, these are the two things. So now let's suppose if Divakar is the owner, if he want to share the record with the Lava, okay, so they have to be part of some group. Okay, owner based means it should be part of some group, public group, or it should be role or role with subordinate. Okay, so you have to follow this rule name, select your rule type. Is it record owner? So if it is yes, you have to make sure which owner record to be shared with which owner and what kind of permission. Is it read or read write? So whoever owns these, I mean, whoever is a owner under public group, this, okay. So public group is nothing but a group. All internal means all the Salesforce users, or you can create public groups here and add users there. We will come on to that topic as well. But this is owner based. Okay, based on owner you can share the records. Similarly, you have criteria based. Okay, which means any object, okay, which you have selected, if that particular field, okay, these are the field of that particular record. So if that record clean status equals to in sync, okay, so if that particular object status is in sync, then it will be shared with this user. I repeat, criteria based means if you want to share certain record to certain user, then you can follow the criteria based on some condition. Certain user to certain user, owner, certain record based on criteria, you can use the criteria based sharing. Okay. Any doubt, guys? This is straightforward. This is about the sharing rule. Okay. Now, if let's suppose for temporary purpose, somebody has, went out and they want to share the record, then you want to manually share those records. And to share the records manually, you have to go to record, okay, and then follow the button called sharing. So this is about the manual share. So you can manually share your record to anyone, okay, and you can give the access based on what level of access you want to give, and you can change the owner. Okay, you can see the criteria also. You want to share to user, public group, role, or subordinate. So you can easily add those users and click on save. This is how a manual share works. Okay. Any doubt, guys? So far? Sure. So let's discuss, few more things. Okay. So let's suppose account owner is Divakar. So it means this record is shared with Divakar itself. Now, if it need to be shared with Pradeep, he can just easily go ahead and use sharing for the single record. But if there are 10 users, so he has to go to sharing again, and 10 times he has to add those users. So they can follow the criteria based. Let's suppose if the rating is hot or the phone number is this, then this record should be shared with 10 users. So that's how the criteria works. If let's suppose Devakar is working in a service team, so there will be 10 service user working in, one team, and all those service team user, okay, want their records to be shared with any, management team. So we can write the owner based sharing rule. So those are some criteria. Okay. So Now comes a negative case. Okay, in interview, people may ask you, Divakar cannot see Pradeep's record and Pradeep cannot see Divakar's record. What is the reason behind it? Simple and straightforward question. Okay, Divakar and Pradeep cannot see each other's record. What could be the reason? So the reason is, okay, if you guys can try, if anybody voluntarily want to tell what could be the reason. Yes, no, maybe. Sure, I'll tell that. Yeah. Sorry, I would repeat the question. If Pradeep cannot see Divakar's record, Divakar cannot see Pradeep's record, what could be the reason? I mean, since you guys know the sharing model now, a bit about it. So where would be the problem? First, second, three, fourth. Which place is the problem that they cannot see each other's record?
No permissions for some.
Yeah. So profile label permissions will not be there, like view all and modify all is not there. So this is first thing. Then, as I told you guys, if this is not there, it comes to here, OWD. So OWD is supposed to be what? Private, public read write, or public read write transfer in this case, because they both cannot see each other's record. So what should be OWD in this case? In this case, OWD is private. Then only they cannot see each other's record. If it would have been public read and modify all, public read write, they would have seen each other's record. Correct? Then come to sharing rule. Okay. In sharing rule also, since they cannot see their each other's record, it means there will be no sharing rule, or the criteria or public group does not matches. That's the reason the sharing rule is not working. Manual share also not there, because manually if it would have been shared, they would have seen each other's record. Okay, so you are able to recognize view and modify all is not there. This is private, no sharing rule, no manual share. Now, if you have to give permission to each other's, okay, this is the root cause. You have find the root cause, like this is the problem. Now comes to resolve this. So what could be the best to resolve this according to you guys? Among these 4 steps, what could be best? 4 steps could be best. Yeah, so one is manual. If it is about one user can manually share the record with other user. Simple. But if there would be a 10 user, like one user, the record need to share 10 user, you guys can go ahead and do it based on criteria or based on sharing model. When it comes to a particular object record to be shared with users, all users, then comes the OWD. You can take the help of OWD for that particular object. Okay, so that's how you can define these particular things and interviewer ask. So that's how you can segregate it. Next is about the workflow. Okay, so guys, this is your homework. You guys have to just Google it and find the difference. Okay, workflow and process builder are an automation tool. I repeat, these are automation tool and these are decommissioning from Salesforce. It means they are moving out. So that's the reason you guys don't have to learn them. And they are moving into flows. Okay, whatever workflow and process builders functions are there, those are will move to flows. So flows will be handling all the automations in Salesforce going forward. Workflow was eligible for doing the field update, email alerts, outbound message, and creating new tasks. Only 4 actions. But at the same time, process builder was having those 3 actions, not the outbound message, because outbound message means messaging to third party. So the process builder was not supporting. Apart from that, those 3 were supported, and process builder can create record, update record, post to chatter, apex class, they can call flows. Even they can call coding as well. So that as a process builder. Okay, so you guys go through these difference. Okay, and then we will learn about flows from tomorrow. Okay. Sure, guys. We'll end up here. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.